Hey everybody, it's came from Tubi. So Tubi is a great streaming service, but they also make original movies, and it's our job to watch them. Jared's got his support kitty for him as we go into a Tubi movie that became an original. So we start off with this lady. She's crazy. She's like talking to herself. You
We don't
know,
know that yet.
they learn pretty fast from this scene. She got this guy tied up. She's like, "You did things to me" and stuff like that. She cuts her hair because she wasn't blonde and she had long hair, but she also cuts her hair. So now she got short hair and she walks out of this house. I've never seen anyone, put gasoline on the fence. Usually it's just a house, but she's so mad at this house that she puts gasoline on the fence. So good for you. And then we get this CG fire,
Why
and we
did you do
look.
it in midday?
I know, right in front of everyone. Hey, Mrs. Whatever, what are you doing? Insurance fraud? Okay. In the house,
Also, the fire was very CG at
it
that
was
part.
very CG. Look at it, Jared. Look at that CG it is. All right, and then we get the reveal. Our movie is called The Stepmother. What's with all the floaties in the title screen? I don't know. So we cut to I think it's a couple years later, right? And we're having a party for Scott. Scott was listening to his Dre beats, and he gets home, and everyone's like, "Surprise!" And Scott's like, "Yay!" Why are we having a party for Scott? Because he got into Brown, an Ivy League university, and he gets a cake, and the dad put Scoot on it. He didn't put Scott. And the Scott's like, "Dad, Scoot!" And he's like, "Yeah, I didn't put that on there. The bakers did." So all the people go home.
Also, his uncle wants a hug too bad.
His uncle wants a hug, man.
He's like, "Come here, give me some of that." And I was like, "Ew, what is he? Why is he saying?"
The creepy uncle. Um, so the party guests leave, and Scott and his mom have a talk. He's like, I'm such a great rapper, but I really want to go to Brown. And she's like, "Yeah,
Also, it's one of those Disney Channel families because they're like, "Oh, you're the first one to go to college."
mhm.
Meanwhile, they're like in this
Giant
really
house."
nice Californian house, and you're like, "What?"
To be California poor, Jerry. To be California.
Hmm.
Um, so he's like, "I'm not gonna go to music school. I'm gonna go to Brown." She's like, "Yeah, that's right." And then the dad comes in and he makes a joke about Brown, as you would. And they're like, "Dad,
He
don't
makes
make
a
dad jokes."
he was making a pretty good dad joke, and they're like, never.
Yeah, the wife gives him like she wants to kill him look. I think I have a picture of the. Look at this. That's not a loving
Yeah.
wife. That's not like, haha, you're such a chucklehead. That's like, I'm gonna kill you
Well,
if
the
you
whole
don't stop.
mood changes because even the son's like, Dad, don't make dad jokes.
So instead, they start to have a dance off, and because the dad like does the robot as you would, and they have a dance off. But then in mid dance, the mom collapses because we hear like the heartbeat thing. It's like boom, 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 and she's had too much dancing, too much cake. She drops. Scott's like, "No!" And the dad's like, "Call
Some
911."
bad acting right here.
Yeah, Scott, not the greatest actor. And the dad's like, "Call 911." And he's like, "My mom." I thought he said, "My mom's fading." But he said, "My mom fainted." Um, and he's like, "Just get over here, man." But it's too late. Oh, there's sad Scott. He's a sad boy. And we get 1 year later, summer. I'm glad they specified the season for us. Not a lot of movies would do that for us, but they made sure that we know it's a summer later. And we get there was a creepy uncle, and he got a sweet deal on this house for the dad, and so they're like, "Yeah, let's get drunk on the yard." So they're doing that.
Also, it's like widowed dad, like had to quit his job, I guess. Bigger house.
Well, we learned that he's into cryptocurrency. I thought it was a joke because
Yeah.
they're like, haha, you're into Zoom books or something like that. And he's like, oh, I got you a
You
job
spent
at the,
money on Doge?
yeah, I got you a job at the bowling alley. So I really thought they were just joking about the cryptocurrency, but apparently this guy's good at cryptocurrency because he's got this new house. And him and Scott have moved into it. And Scott's upstairs, but he sees these guys, and they're not being very careful with the fragile boxes. So he like runs down and grabs the box, and he's like, "Hey, be careful with that, man." He's like, "Sorry," and this guy's like, "Sorry, man, I didn't know, I didn't know." um,
And you
but
say he says my mommy on there? Like, don't touch her stuff.
but then
Oh, and then like immediately his mood
yeah,
changes.
hormones activate. I mean, he smells something. He looks over at this neighbor here and he's like, "Whoa!" Um, and she looks innocent now, but folks,
Hormones. He's like 21.
I know, like, he's a man, but they treat him like a boy. Um, she looks innocent enough, but this character it just becomes like hatred number one for me as we go through this movie. So we'll get back to her. They have a talk, and he's like, so the dad's like, Jared, you know who the dad actor is. Do you know his name?
The
The
whole
dad.
time, I don't know names. The whole time, I was like, why does this guy look so familiar? So I had to look it up. And it's Roger from Sister Sister. I was like, why did I have this urge to say, go home, Roger? And I figured it out.
Didn't he used to have dreadlocks too? Like in the newer
Yeah,
seasons?
he had like cornrow things.
Uh, yeah, so it's like our second Disney um, actor. So they're talking about, Dad, I had to give up my dream for you, but that's okay. And that's like, oh, it really seems like you're blaming me this on me. And he's like, I am, but I'm not, and it's cool. And we fist bump. So they're okay.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't hate that girl until like the last
The very last
10
part.
minutes. Yeah. And then I was like, we'll get to it, but I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna get to her. Bowl. So, like the brothers said, they did open a bowling alley.
I thought that
Lynbrook.
said Lubbock Bowl for a second.
It looks very familiar. Like I've seen this bowling alley before, but I don't know. They're the Lynbrook brothers, and it was always their dream to open a bowling alley. So we still have that dream to open a restaurant, Jared. It could happen someday. So they open this bowling alley, and the dad works the counter, and this lady walks in and she's like, I have an application or an interview here. And he's like, what? This is a bowling alley. And she's like, isn't this a restaurant? And he's like, no, you idiot. You walked into a bowling alley that said bowl. And she's like, oh, I thought it was a restaurant. He's like, no, the restaurant's next door. I mean, to be fair,
Also,
some bowling.
I hope this is just a movie thing. I hope there's not men that are this dumb, but if someone that attractive is hitting on you like at a bowling alley, that's not real.
You think she planned to go in there, Jared?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, some bowling alleys do have restaurants, but I don't think this is one of
Just on the
them. So yeah, she likes him, and he's like, ooh, maybe I like her too. Um, but he's a widower, Jared. He's got to get used to it again. Um, so she's like, I'll see you later. Meanwhile, little Scott,
Oh yeah.
little Scotty's perving out the window as he watches the neighbor girl take out the trash. Um, and she comes to,
Also, another like weird like I don't know how these relationships are forming because he's just been a creep this whole time.
yeah, and she liked that though. Some girls like that.
It doesn't. No, no, it doesn't work.
uh, So it's weird because he knew she was down there and she like rings the doorbell, but he like who is it? Like who is
He's like,
it?
Dad, why did you forget your key?
And he's like smacking on some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And she's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And he's like, "I'm cooking up some peanut butter sandwiches." And she's like, "I'm pretty sure that's not how it works." And he's like, "You're right."
That was a pretty. I did like that. That
Oh
was pretty
yeah, that's
fun.
pretty cute. I'm gonna cook up some peanut butter and jelly for you someday. Morning comes and they.
Although she's like, "Oh, I gotta go. My mom needs me for something,"
Mhm.
and then he asks her, "Do you want to cook the sandwiches?" Like, obviously not.
Jared, he's a young man. He's a child.
He's not. He's going. He went. He's going to Brown.
I don't remember what they talk about at breakfast, but it ends in another fist bump. So that's how you
Oh,
know.
that's when he. Is that when he's like, "I want to talk to you something about something later," or is that
Maybe
later?
I think that's later. He was. I don't know why he was mad.
Oh, because he's like, oh, who's the girl? And he's like,
Oh
what?
yeah, because he wakes up all happy.
Yeah.
He's like floating on air, and he's like, "Well, we're gonna talk about this girl." Or not. No, he wants to meet her, right? So everything gets resolved in this movie by
Yeah.
fist bumps. That's how you know everyone's good. Uh, so he starts rapping for the girl. Her name's Jess. And he starts rapping for her, and she's like, "That's the greatest thing I've ever heard." He's like, "All right." And then she's like,
Oh, yeah.
you should really get into indie pop." And he's like, "What? That's like white people music." He's like, "I'm not listening to that." And she's like, "Well, Tupac was indie back in the day, and he created hip hop. So really, he's indie pop." And like Scott's like, "What? What are you talking about?" So that's how they. And she's kind of a bad actress at this part. Um, the dad, he's getting to know Zoe, so Zoe's her name.
Their chicken finger
Yeah,
date.
hey man, it's not never wrong to order chicken fingers. Um, you probably know she's the
Are they
one.
sharing a? Oh, I thought they were sharing one Coke. I was like, geez, he's.
She's got like a water bottle. Um, she's probably the one when you can share some chicken tenders. When you both orders the chicken tender platter.
This unbelievable relationship.
So he tells her about, I never thought I could love again until I met you. And they're like, ooh, ooh. And then he goes to his brother, and I guess this is his wife.
Yeah.
Do you remember
And
her name?
I don't remember her name,
Uh,
but she
uh,
has the most, or she has the most reasonable, like,
mhm.
response to is this too early? And she's like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes, yes, it is. And the
it's
brother's
been
like,
a year.
the brother's like, I don't know. And she's like, yes, it is. Oh, so that's how that goes. And he gets to meet Jess because he's out there shining a truck, a Toyota Tundra, and Scott's like, "What
A,
is it?" And
a
he's like,
decent car. Oh no, isn't it like a Ford F-150?
"No, it's a Toyota Tundra." They
Oh,
show it. So he gets him a truck, right? And he's like, "Dad, I don't want a truck. I want a car." Like,
dude, he
no,
throws like a baby fit
he
right here.
does because he's a young child, Jared. He's not a man. And he's like, "You can have a truck when you get a job." And then the dad and Jess are like talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I got this from Rudy." And she's like, "Oh yeah, Rudy, man, he's the greatest." And Rudy, he's the only mechanic in town, which I do not believe at all. They're in like Southern California. There would be mechanics everywhere. But Rudy is the only one in this town. Don't they say he drives like an hour and a half to the bowling alley?
Something like that.
Yeah, his commute's like really long.
Why
It's
didn't
like
they just set this in small town America?
I don't know because they're in California.
I guess because he has to go to Brown, I guess, but
But Brown's on the East Coast.
is it?
Yes.
I don't know where schools are. Like, why didn't they set it? That's even worse. Like, why didn't they just set it in like
I don't know. But the poor guy has to drive to like LA to go to the bowling alley every day. And then, they're having fun at the bowling. They're not just the owners, they participate in bowling leagues. Um, So they challenge this other team. He's got white guys, so you know they're gonna lose. So they beat him, and then she's like, "Hey, come take a picture with me,
You
Zoe."
know that list of like dates
That you
women won't
can't,
go on?
yeah, that like
This is
has
the second
everything.
one. This is chicken finger date and then bowling. It's like, how is this working?
To be fair, I don't know how you get around that list. There's like nothing left that's on that list. I don't. That's a very. Um, I don't know what you're supposed to go to that's not on that list, but yeah, they did the bowling date, and she's like, "Take a picture with me," and she's like, I don't like social media because she's not on social media. We learned, so she's like, you gotta take a picture. And then the brothers are out in front of the bowling alley and they're talking about like, he's like, "How's it going?" And he's like, "Oh, dude, she's the one." And he's like, "Oh, I meant the bowling alley." And he's like, "Oh." So, so he's like, "Yeah, she's the one. I know it." And he takes
I
off
guess he
his
didn't
ring.
feel anything for the wife.
She was mean,
It's been
man.
a year. That's true. That's true.
She did not like his dad jokes. He takes off his ring right in front of his wife. That's kind of sad. So meanwhile, they go. Jess and Scott go to Rudy's garage to bring him some donuts because apparently this guy lives off donuts every day, and to thank him for the Toyota Tacoma, which he doesn't want. Um, and Rudy's like, "Oh yeah, man, stuff's weird. Did you hear about that like mom that got kidnapped with her daughter? I don't remember what the story was, but he's like this conspiracy guy, and he likes to watch unsolved mysteries. We learn, and he lives
Did
off donuts.
Scott get caught doing something that's such a like when a kid gets caught like doing something, look, like he's
Oh, and that I don't know why he's thinking there. He's like, Rudy's a slice of cake, man.
he's like, I like donuts too.
Maybe we could share a donut with you, Rudy. Um, So he's like, "Yeah, thank you." And she's like, "Okay, I'll bring you back some donuts tomorrow morning. It's like night, and I'll bring you back tomorrow." This man lives off donuts, and they fist bump to make it all right. But then Scott gets home, and he finds his dad on the couch with Zoe, and he's like, "I'm not having this." And he's like, "I want." He's like, "You're replacing my mom," and he like, she's like, "Maybe I should leave," and he's like, "Yeah, get going." And the dad's like, "Dang, that's no way you could talk to her." And he's like,
Dang,
"Shut
I
up."
brought my new girlfriend to the house even though I didn't want this to happen. And it's like, duh, you fool. Like,
And he never told him he was dating at all. In the morning, he's getting ready to go to the bowling alley, the hard job of the bowling alley, and they're like, "I wish you just would have told me that you were dating." And then they fist bump to make up, so everything's good again. And then we get a morning. This guy,
do you think they would decorate like a dad and a son, but I guess they just use the stuff the mom had, like
I think so. Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. His room, Scott's room, looks like the mom decorated it. So it's morning, and this guy's his friend. We never see him again, but he's his friend.
I don't remember this character at all.
No, they're just like, "Who
Is
wants
this the
pancakes?"
cousin?
Is it his cousin? It might be. And they're like, Zoe's cooking pancakes, and she's like, "Who wants pancakes?" And they're like, "I guess I like pancakes." And then they all leave. And there's this red
Yeah,
drink. What is this drink what is this
I
red
don't know.
substance? But they drink it like every morning. I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
um
Cranberry
so
juice?
oh, maybe.
Your favorite drink, and you
But
just
it's not that bright.
I don't
Uh,
know.
Zoe has the talk, that whole lie that step parents tell the new kid,
Mm.
that I'm not trying to replace your mom, even though I'm trying to replace your mom. Uh, so she gives him that lie. He's like, "Okay, I guess." 6 months later, and we're getting.
Is it summer or is it winter? I don't.
I don't know. It's California. We have no idea. Movie thinks a lot. Um, shouldn't it be like winter?
Who's that guy back?
He looks freaked out,
What is
man.
that face?
He's the minister. He looks very disturbed. I don't know what he saw, but
He
it's
looks
like
like a cutout of a person. Like he doesn't look natural in that frame.
it's like she put on the ring and he saw the eye of Sauron or something. Like, what the heck? And then we get some hints of trouble as Zoe opens up a bottle of pills, and she's like out, and this disturbs her. It looks like she got them from HEB or something. Rudy comes over to have some talk about unsolved mysteries, and he's like, "Dude, I was watching Unsolved Mysteries last night, and there's this lady killing husbands, and she looks just like Zoe." He's like, "What?" And Zoe
And
overhears this, and she's
she's
like,
like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 what are you talking about?"
"Yeah, yeah." She interrupts them, and she's like, "Yeah, how about some beers?" And
We're not
Rudy's
done
like,
with our first ones.
"Yeah, we're barely half done." Eddie says that. He's like, "I haven't even finished this one," but all right. And so Rudy's like, "Oh, I gotta go. I got more unsolved mysteries to watch." And then she gives him this dirty look as he leaves. And so Eddie comes in and she's like, "Oh,
I thought that was blood on her
I
shirt.
know, I did too." um, she's like, "Oh," she's like playing around, and she's like, "Oh, you think I'm a scary murderer, do you?" And he's like, "Oh no." Uh, but then Rudy's dead. So Rudy gets that red juice that they're drinking all over his face. But he's at the garage dead. And then Scott, I guess Scott and Jess were over there to deliver the daily donuts. So
Also, Scott is way more like upset than the person that knows Rudy.
yeah, Jess, Jess is never concerned about anything. But um, yeah, they were there to deliver the donuts for the day, and then they found out he's dead.
For the hour.
They're like, Rudy's running low on donuts, dang it. And the guy's like, "Oh man, the car like ran over this dude, even though his face is bloody. He got squished somehow." We meet this guy for one scene. These two for one scene. This is like the detective, and he's like going into the backstory about this lady named Elizabeth Carter, I think her name is. And we learn that she was attacked by her husband, and the son was made to watch as he, had his way with her. So she gets her revenge by killing husbands that have teenage sons. And then we get to a family dinner night. I don't know what they're like eating chicken or something. And they got that red drink again, Jerry. That is not cranberry. That's too red. Uh, so they're eating,
I don't know.
and she's like, instead of a honeymoon, we decided we're gonna go to New York as a family. But the Eddie's like, what? No, I didn't decide that. I don't like the cold, man. We are not going to New York. And she like gets mad, and she's like, well,
And she's
maybe
like,
you.
"Screw you, Eddie!"
It's like, you sleep on the couch. And then she like freaking out because she's out of pills, and Eddie's like freaked out. And she like calls her pill guy. He's like, "Where's my pills?" And so at this part,
Is
Scott's
she
like,
call? Is she calling? Like she's? I assume it's a pharmacist, right?
"Is it the guy from the end?"
No, that makes less sense. Why would she?
I
Why would she call
I
him?
guess she's calling a farmer, but
But like a night pharmacist? Like
a drug dealing pharmacist, like
I don't
the.
know who she's calling.
It's like a drug dealer who like deals real pharmacy drugs or something. Man, I need my insulin. Scott wakes up from the alarm, and he's like, "Oh, hey, no." Um, and they're eating breakfast, And Scott's like, I am a grown man. I do not need to be getting up at 7 a.m. in the morning. So he's like, I'm a man, but then he starts crying like a boy the whole time. Um,
One of Scott's famous fits.
yeah, Scott has a lot of fits. And then they decide to play Twister because that's what you do with your girlfriend, with
Yeah,
your.
that's the most inappropriate thing I've ever seen in my life.
So you go with your girlfriend to your dad and your stepmom's house to play Twister. Eddie like lands on her when they're trying to do the twist, and she like freaks out. She's like, "Get off me!" And we find out that like her ex was abusive, so she's like afraid of that. So uh, Eddie has a big convention at the cryptocurrency. He's got to, he's got to go meet the Dogecoin and stuff like that, and and she's like, "See you later, Scott." Oh, okay, so she's like
Go back to the
weird.
last frame.
What are we looking at,
What
Jared?
is that? Is that on the table or is that a giant weird blue thing?
This like aqua color thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Is
the.
that some weird camera trick? Why is that huge?
No, it's on a table this
Oh,
way.
okay.
Yeah, it's all perspective. So Scott was like, he was on his computer, but looking out the window is kind of weird. And she like touches his back, and he's like, "Oh, what the heck?"
Knock! And she's like, I was.
And she's like, am, I am your mom now." And he's like, "You're not my mom. I'm a man." And she's like, "We're gonna be a family." And he's like, "I don't know. I
She's
don't like
like,
this."
she's like, it's been 2 years. Call me mom.
Call me
And
mom.
he's like, no. And she's like, it's been a year since we got married. Call me mom.
He'd be like 23, Jerry. And then at one point, she like looks at him and she's like, "Jason, is that Jason?" So she's like starts seeing the. So Scott's like freaked out. So he goes to Google, which is called search in this world, and he looks up Zoe McLaren's psycho killer
They're
on the.
like, I don't want to come up with a fake Google name.
Let's
Just
just
call it
call it
search.
Surge. um. Yeah, so he doesn't find anything because he has a different name. So he talks to Jess. Jess is the most unsupportive girlfriend ever. Because he's like, you
She
know,
is.
she he's like, she could be a killer. And she's like, probably not, and she got pills, and she's like, so what?
She's like, can
um,
we not talk about your step on? He's like, I'm afraid for my life.
yeah. And she's like, oh, but what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong?
Also, what is that on this 23-year-old's wall?
Love you to the moon. Jared, he
Why
has
does he have live, laugh, love pictures on
Because
his
his
wall?
mommy decorated the room, Jerry. He skipped 23 and went right to the 40. Yeah, just I don't. He's like, "Oh, I'm afraid," and she's like, "Whatever, just shut up and give me a soda." She's always
She
thirsty.
is always thirsty.
You just need to.
Like 20, like 50% of her dialogue's like, dude, give me a drink because I'm thirsty.
Go give me some Pepsi. I just want Pepsi. More red drink for breakfast, and
Why is it not like classic anything you'd have orange juice because they're always
mhm.
having breakfast?
But it's red drink.
Why what is this drink?
It's a red drink. Hawaiian punch is what they go for in this house. This young child needs his Hawaiian punch.
And
Um,
why is she drinking it? She would obviously have like like Coke, coffee or tea.
that's all they have in this house. What are they eating? It's like giant croissants or something.
It's like toast and like something.
Bacon. So they're talking, and he's like, "Hey," he does this weird line. Where is it? Is it this part? No. He's like, "Zoe?" And she's like, "What?" He's like, "Well, we're going to the movies. You want to go to the movies?" And
Oh,
she's like,
that's later.
and that was later.
Because that's before she cheats on him.
And she's
Yeah.
like, I have plans. I got some plans. Um, so we cut. Oh, they're talking about getting a job, right?
Yeah.
Zoe needs a job because she just works restaurants and stuff like that. So he's like, "Oh, maybe get you into realty." And she's like, and Eddie was like, "I already sent over your stuff. She's gonna get you going." And she calls and she's like, "Hey, I need like your ID or social security card because we have like nothing on you. We can't,
Or anything.
yeah, we can't Google you or nothing. You're just not showing up." And
What the
she's,
heck did the dad send to her?
I don't know.
Because she has no forms of identification, I guess. Maybe it's a resume with like some supposed jobs, I
He
guess. I don't
made
know.
up the resume or something. He wrote it for her. So she's like, "Yeah, give me some identification." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll get that right away."
Mm.
So she calls this guy, I forget, Danny or something like that. And she's like, "Dude, this lady, she threw up a red flag when I was searching for her." And like, um, can you give me like anything you know about her? He's like, "Yeah, I'll do
We
that."
need to pause. We need to pause. And the other Tubi original movie
The last
we
one?
watched. No, it
The
was
one
like the
of,
first one.
oh,
Oh no, it's about the one with like the
this
dating the
the
lawyer.
divorce lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
That office had no screens on because I don't remember why. I This one's like older than that one, right? Because
Yeah.
the divorce lawyer came out last year. How are they affording a Mac with like,
And fake Google page.
yeah, what the heck? How are they regressing in technology or production?
I don't know.
Also, the law enforcement in this movie is horrific.
Do they have law
They don't,
enforcement?
well,
Oh
because
yeah,
you
they
have
have those
that cop
detective
scene,
guys. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't
They
do
don't follow
nothing.
up on anything.
I because they like know her and they like know she's around, but they don't care to like investigate. Um, wasn't the divorce lawyer this year? I think it might have been
Yeah.
this year. So she's like, he calls back and he's like, "Dude, she's a killer." And she's like, and he's like, "You gotta call the police now." And she's like, "The police? I gotta call Eddie." So she runs. She like,
Also, she doesn't call Eddie.
no,
Like,
she packs up a box and then she like runs to some apartment. This can't be the brother's apartment, right?
I don't know.
She just
I have
runs
no
to
idea
this
where
like
she is.
random apartment where Zoe's standing on top of the stairs and she's like, "Whoa." And Zoe like
I don't get
pushes her
this at
down.
all because she's like, I gotta call Eddie.
Yeah, she keeps
And
saying
like
that.
two, like not even like, I don't know, like hours pass. Like, why didn't she call him then?
I
Like,
don't know. She had to pack up that box. Maybe she only has a landline at home.
and this
Uh,
is where she's like, knocks her down. She's like, good night, B word. And
she's dead. Poor Eddie's brother.
I know no one follows up on this either. Like,
No,
I guess she just disappears.
you think he would have called Eddie and be like, "Hey, my wife is dead."
Where is my wife?
um, Scott is going through her things. He finds the pill bottle, and he's like, "Serenolene, I knew it." And I'm like, "What? Like, how do you know what that is?"
I have prescriptions. I have no idea what like
I know. I don't even know
how
what
do you
mine
even
do.
say some of them?
I
And
don't even
he's
know
like,
what mine do. So he's got that, and he calls the pharmacist, right? And he's like,
yeah.
I got to get some more pills, and I just want to know if my mom got the pills. And the pharmacist is like, I can't tell you that. He's like, all day. And he's like, he's like, he goes to Jess, and she's like, that's fine. It's just pills.
I'm thirsty and I don't have a Coke in my
Yeah,
hand. What is
give me a Coke, dang it. She is so unsupportive to this poor child that just needs help.
child?
So they get in the truck. They're to the Toyota Tacoma,
this
And then
pretty nice truck that he just hated in the
he hates
beginning.
it, man. He wants a car. So he drives, and they tail Zoe, and Zoe gets to like this nice house, and they watch her, and she's like, Zoe walks up to this family or to this guy and hugs him, and she's like, "Oh, so happy to see you." And this kid comes out, and she's like, "Oh, I'd like to see this kid too." And Scott's like, "She's got another family, man. She cheated on my dad." And
How did we not notice this? Like
yeah,
these
when
periods
did
of
she have
time where she
time to
can
go?
cheat
Yeah.
because she doesn't
So
have a job. Like,
so they go in the house, and Scott and Jess are out there.
oh, he's like, she has a son, another
Yeah,
son, and he's like mad that she's cheating with that other son, and he's
yeah, he's
like,
more jealous of the son.
yeah,
And he's like, dude, I'm going in there. And Jess is like, no, that dude will kill you. You're a wimpy boy, and that
that
guy
is
will
a full-grown man.
that man
You're
will beat
supposedly a man.
yeah, that man will beat you. So he's like, oh, maybe I won't go in there. So they do go in there
You will
after.
die.
So Zoe, yeah, Zoe and that guy leave. So they go in there and they start searching things. And he's like, "Oh, I gotta search for something with their name on it." He finally finds a pill. The kid is in there the whole time playing video games. Um, that I guess doesn't hear stuff. This part is silly. So they hear something. So instead of Scott just going to the window to see what it is, they push this footstool over to the window so Jess can stand on it and look out the window
Oh,
with it.
also, like, this is like a fancy modern house. There's windows everywhere.
Yeah,
How did they not just like,
I don't know.
because there's like
So,
a wall of windows. Like, one wall is a window. There's like,
so they got to get this footstool just so Jess can look out the
and
window. And they're like, "Oh shit, they're here!" And they got to
she's
put the
like, is there
footstool back.
coke out there?
And they got to put the footstool back. The kid like hears stuff. He's playing games. He's like, "I keep dying," and we're like, "We know, kid. We've been there." Um,
I was like, that's Joseph. He plays games like Joseph.
And then he does this long stare at the camera, and I don't know what to make of it. He's just like,
Yeah, I don't. It was really weird because I thought he was gonna like do that or like
yeah.
he heard something, and then he's just like, and then like he's like, I don't know. Like if you're a kid alone, you'd be like, oh, I think there's someone here. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Also,
Zoe,
why is he not like doing like he's playing like Call of Duty? He'd be like on a mic, like talking to his bros.
no, he keeps dying. He's got to be playing like a platformer or something.
Kids
Zoe
his age don't play platformers.
playing Fortnite. Um, Maybe he's got like some kind of speaker. I don't know. I can't explain it. Um, did Zoe already go back to the house? Yeah, I think she did. So he goes in and she's like, "Don't play too many video games." And then they get in the car, and then she gets a call from Eddie. Eddie lands. We see his
You're
plane
not my
land.
mom. Don't tell me what to do.
I know. Eddie lands. And we see his plane
He is
land.
like a really well-behaved child.
Yeah, he is.
Cause like, oh, you guys are getting married? Awesome. I need to be the ring bearer.
Unlike Scott, who would like throw.
You're not my mom.
He would throw his Toyota Tacoma over. um, she gets a call from Eddie, and he's like, "Oh, babe, I'm in town early. I'm coming home tonight." And she's like, "Oh, shoot." And she's like, "Oh, I got a stomach ache, dude. Can you like drive me home?" He's like, "Yeah, I can do
Why
that."
did she plan this the night he
I know.
returns?
Well, he came back early. He says he did come back early,
Yeah,
but it does
never.
seem.
I don't know.
So she goes back, and Scott and Jess are talking up in the room.
Oh, we missed the conversation because I said it was later, but we forgot it. Where Scott's like, "Do you want to hang out with me and
Yeah, Jess.
Jessica?" And she's like, "Do I?"
Uh huh.
Oh, I got plans. He's like, "Oh, maybe next time." And I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna like just pretend like he went out. and like try to follow her and see like why she's crazy or something like that. But
Kind of
then they
did.
don't. Yeah,
He
yeah,
kind
but
of like searched her room at that part. Um, so they were upstairs, and Scott's like, "Oh, I don't know what to do," and Jess is like, "I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go get a soda." So she,
I don't have my soda. My 10 minutes like it's been 10 minutes. I don't have a soda. She's like, I'm
we,
thirsty.
I'll go get some of that red drink. So she goes out and she closes the fridge, and Zoe's standing there, and she's like, "Oh no!" And she hits her. We find out Zoe loves to hit people with vases, so she's the
And
boss
there's
killer.
infinite
There's
bosses in this house.
it's like a video game. There would be bosses everywhere. Um, so he's like looking. He Googles something and he finds her, and he's like, "Yes, I did it. I found her." But then he turns around and she hits him with a vase. So he's down. So Eddie, he wakes up and he's all tied up, and she's like talking crazy. She's like reverting to her Elizabeth form, and she's like, oh, what did she say? She's like, "Oh, we never killed a child. The child always lives."
Also, why do like unless you're like a high budget, like you can afford like some like high paid actors, but like why do low budget people try to do mental like
Break.
split personality things?
Well,
It's never good.
the director has a vision, Jerry, and he just doesn't have the actors. So you got to try to. Yeah, I don't really believe her fake personas at all because we find out the drug was for multiple personalities, which is not what it's called, but they call it that. But so she has these personalities. I don't really buy it at all. I think she's just one
Also, I
crazy.
don't think there's a pill for that. Like, I don't.
Yeah. um, Eddie gets home and he's like, "Hey, you got some hair," because she
You
was
got
short.
long hair, and she's
Long
like,
hair.
"What are you talking about?" And he's
Yeah, it's
like,
like hair.
and she's like, "Oh crap, don't worry about that."
Yeah.
She's
And
like,
at
"I
one,
wanted to be hot for you," and he's like, "Oh okay."
and she starts calling him Frank, and he's like, "Who's Frank?" And she like sees Frank. There's Frank.
She's like, "Don't worry about that."
And she grabs a vase, and you know what time it is.
One of infinite, like I said.
And she smacks Eddie with the vase. So she goes back upstairs, and I don't know how Scott got free, but he does, and he goes,
He was like
"Rah!"
wiggling enough, but like,
Oh yeah, to get the rope off. And he charges. He's
yeah.
like, "Rah!" And Jess was right. He's a wimp. He can't fight because
There's no, there's no way that he could not physically
yeah, because
overtake this lady. But
Zoe's
she's like,
Zoe's like skinny. You like she's a real skinny lady. I mean, except for like one part of her that's not skinny, but
he's
uh,
skinny and short, and like she's just like,
he
I
gets
was
the
like,
crap
dang.
beat out of him. She like punches him in the stomach. She jumps on, chokes him. He's like, "Ah!"
And
And
he's like,
then,
stop it.
why you being so mean?
And at this point, I'm like, Eddie's got to be awake. It was just a boss, or his girlfriend. Where the heck is she? She's been knocked out for like
Those Vosses,
hours.
man. Uh, she stabbed Scott. I don't know where she got this knife. Do you know where she got the knife?
No, I have no idea where that knife comes
Well,
from.
some knife appears and she stabs Scott. So Scott's like on the floor and she's gonna burn poor Eddie. Look at poor Eddie.
Multiple people have been knocked out and gotten up, but not Jessica. And I'm like, where the heck is Jessica?
She's weighed down by all that soda, man. She can't. She got the sugar loaves. So she's flashing back to what she did in Frank and talking weird stuff. And then she's about to light him on fire. Oh, I guess she didn't stab him. Yeah, I guess she just vossed him again. Um,
uh,
so,
well,
so she-
I guess the knife is one of like the Voss like pieces, I guess.
oh, maybe. No, it's a
Is it?
knife. It's a full
Oh,
blown knife. Because we'll
are
see
you
in a minute.
sure? Because there's like,
Yeah, we'll see in a minute.
there's.
I swear. Uh, Scott comes down and sees this, and he's like, "Mom, mom." He's like,
He's
"It's me,
like, I am your
Gracie."
Jason, your
Yeah.
precious Jason.
And she's like,
And she's like,
"What?"
oh, hey.
Oh, hey, Jason. And she's like, "Wait a minute, you're not Jason." And she's like, "Gonna burn his lips or
I
something."
untied him from the ceiling fan.
She's gonna like burn his lips or something like that. Oh yeah, because
I think
Jason,
she's just trying to see him. I guess it's dark in there.
Jason, is that you in there? We forgot to say Jason did himself in when he's after all that stuff happened.
He tied his rope to a ceiling fan. Like, why would you do that? That's not gonna
It,
support anything.
I know that. Yeah, that probably fall. Maybe he saw Indiana Jones and he was reenacting that. So Scott, you know, he finally gets some anger in him. He's like choking her out, and she stabs him. It's like ah, and then she's about to Voss the final Voss, right, right in the Scott, and then she's like, "Oh," and we like see her
And
face.
then
She's like shocked.
finally,
Finally,
I think she stopped for a drink.
she did get a treat. It's Jess. See, isn't that a knife?
I guess. I don't know.
Jess has stabbed her. It could be a.
Jess is like traumatized because she just killed a lady.
She killed a lady. Um. So yeah, I was very angry that it was Jess that had the final victory for this movie because I was like, it has to be Scott, right? He's got to finally man up and become a man. But no,
I was just
Jess.
upset. Like, what took you so long to wake up?
Scott, Scott let me down, man. He just is still a child.
He, I don't know.
2 months later, so they're talking. They're like, "Oh yeah, I don't. It's
That is
finally."
the weirdest, unflattering picture of that guy. Looks like he ate like two buffets.
A lot of food at the bowling alley, Jerry. Get a lot of cheese fries.
Dude, what the
Um,
heck is up with that cat statue?
that's how
I
they
know
decorate
I noticed that like earlier, like throughout
the
the
movie.
living room, that cat statue, but I didn't notice how creepy it is.
It's like Father's Day, and he's like, "Son, you know I
This is
hate."
the dumbest present.
He's like, "Son, you know I hate holidays. You do not do this to me." But he's like, "It's Father's Day," and he
You
gives him
don't
the
do this. Oh, it's
he,
a picture of
it's a
us
picture of
from
us.
upstairs.
You could have just sent me an Instagram, a DM with a picture of.
Honestly, you could have just wrote down one of your raps. Like, why did you give me this?
I don't want this. And then there's another.
Oh,
There's another.
who wrote whose GIF is this? And he's like, oh,
Yeah,
I don't know where that came from.
and it says to my Frank, and he's like, "Who's Frank?"
Who is Frank?
No one ever answered that. And it says, "Until next time, Zoe with the heart and the arrow through it. She's not dead, Jared.
That's that's pretty good.
She's alive." And
But it
that,
should have had like a next frame of them going or like, but it just ended.
so she will be back in the Stepmother 2, which we will get to eventually. But
We
yeah,
will, but I have questions. Is it the same actors throughout all of this?
I think so. But I
Huh.
think it's different husbands.
But so we're not going to see him again.
No.
So then why did we see that at all? Like,
I don't know. I don't take my word for it because I haven't really looked it up. So I just think it's the same lady every time. Okay, so that was the Stepmother. We gotta give it a TV dinner because that's how we rank these movies.
this was infinitely better than War of the Worlds,
Yeah,
but
true.
not as good as the first one that we
As the
watched.
neighbor,
Yeah.
get off my lawn, really,
Yeah, that one was so far the best thing we've watched.
really. What about the horror
What do you mean,
movie?
really?
It was stupid. I think the best one we watched was the "Don't Feed the Children."
No, it had
No,
like it had surprisingly good acting, but it was terrible.
it was a terrible plot. Yeah. So the Stepmother you liked. So what kind of TV dinner do you
I
think?
like these trashy, oh my God.
Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
So what do you think we give this? Do we give it like the full Stouffer's lasagna?
No. Yeah, I get. Well, we should give it like the not Stouffer's, the like the Walmart brand
Well,
family
good,
lasagna.
great value.
Yeah, great value family
Family
lasagna.
lasagna with some red drink. We'll find some Hawaiian
Whatever
punch.
that is.
All right, you got a lasagna, stepmother. That's
It's
pretty
the
good.
red Topo Chico.
That's pretty good. So we will eventually get back to the stepmother, but next week we are gonna watch. We're gonna get our reality on and watch the final rose. So I hope you're in the mood for some reality scares, Jared.
What? What does that mean?
I don't. We'll find out when we watch the final rose. All right, don't look it up yet.
I don't know what you mean. What does this mean?
All right, tell us what you thought I meant. Tell us what you thought of the stepmother in um Jared's reacting to the final rose as we speak. So come back and check out what that's about. Like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we will see you next time on Tubi.